lives in the African continent and their appearance is not different from the ordinary horses. The stripes on them are the protective colors that are derived from the living environment. The zebra with the distinct stripes and conspicuous appearance are one of the main markers for mutual recognition. The striking black and white striped pelage of zebra has intrigued people for millennia and has captured the attentions of many biologists. Much like a fingerprint, the stripes on a zebra are unique.
Camouflage is one of the first and most enduring exercises in biomimicry. To be well camouflaged is the life or death strategy of many creatures. So, it is not surprising that in situations of war, engineers should turn to nature for ideas. In one early razzle-dazzle experiment, many ships in the British and American navies were painted in zebra-like, angular patterns. Like the zebra streak, the resulting visual jangle is meant to confuse the predator when taking aim. Military camouflage, by taking out the zebra example, was first applied in the First World War.
Dazzle camouflage, also known as a razor dazzle in the US for dazzle painting, was a family of sheet camouflage used extensively in World War II and invented by British marine artist Norman Watkinson. Unlike other forms of camouflage, the intention of dazzle is not to conceal but to trick enemy combatants. Sheet painting in this zigzag pattern were difficult to discern, making it difficult for the enemy to estimate a target range, speed, and heading. Each ship featured a different pattern to avoid classes of sheep being recognizable to the enemy.
Animals in groups benefit from the confusion effect, where predator attack success is reduced with increasing group size or density. Motion dazzle camouflage has been hypothesized to disrupt accurate perception of the trajectory or speed of an object or animal. But today, the technique is considered adequate. A new study published in PLOS ONE has revealed how the dazzle technique could be improved. As it turns out, to make dazzle really effective, it can't be static, it has to move.
Researcher Joanna Hall, who works out of Camolab at the University of Bristol, performed a set of experiments that showed how moving patterns on a target can twist and warp our perception of an object's speed. Using computer-based visuals, Hall and her colleagues sought to understand how to perceive speed of a target is affected by the addition of a moving pattern. Their research shows that when a pattern on a target moves in the same direction as the target appears to move faster. When the pattern moves in the opposite direction to the target, it appears to move more slowly. The effect essentially causes an optical illusion.
In 1951, the world's first pedestrian crossing was officially installed in Slough, England. There, because of its stripe, it was and still is known as a zebra crossing. Pedestrian zebra crossing a specially marked area with a series of white stripes marked longitudinally across the carriageway to indicate a location where pedestrians may cross a road and have right of way over the vehicular traffic. The zebra crossing, which was supposedly named by a government official who remarked that the design resembled a zebra, was just the first animal named crossword type in Britain.
The purpose of the zebra strip pedestrian crossing is to make the pedestrian crossing area more visible by dividing the pedestrian path of travel across the roadway, and to alert drivers approaching a signalized intersection that they must watch for and yield to pedestrians in the crosswalk.
The zebra stripes serve as visual cues due to their unique high contrast black and white stripes. Over time, however, the government experimented with different painted markings to help enhance safety, eventually landing on the easily recognized black and white stripes. Typically, the color of tar roads was black. Painting white stripes on black roads made the contrast color combination distinctly visible to human eyes, especially for drivers, making it safer to notice and be cautious about pedestrians crossing the road and avoid accidents.
Fung.